Hello everyone, my name is Krishna Patel from second year BSc Nursing, Munishiva Ashram College of Nursing. Today is the 1st December celebration of World AIDS Day. In 2020, recent theme at HIV and AIDS epidemic resiliency and impact. We are students of second year BSc Nursing. Today we will learn about how to transmit and prevention of AIDS and HIV.
Hello ma'am. Hello everyone. My name is Parma Meenakshi. Study in SY BSc Nursing, Muniseva Ashram College of Nursing, Kovraj. Today my topic name is how to AIDS transmit through the sharing needle and its prevention. Transmission of AIDS. Sharing infected needles for injecting drug use can lead to transmission of HIV. Getting deep needle stick injury from a person infected by HIV during an occupational exposure or reusing. Unsterilized needle for tattooing skin pricking. If the instrument used have not been sterilized and have previously been used on an infected person. Prevention of AIDS. Use clean sterile needle. If you keep injecting drugs, use only one time, never share needle or syringe. Safety disposal of needles when are used. Needles can be disposed in the sharp container. Avoid rekeeping. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning to all. My name is Pathak Hitarthi from second year Muniseva Ashram College of Nursing. Our topic is infected mother to the baby. We are going to explain that how AIDS can transmitted to infected mother to the baby and also the prevention of the transmission. So the first is the transmission that mother is infected with while breastfeeding, breast pathologist, cracked nipples, mastitis. And after then the prevention is transmission of HIV from mother to child can be prevented almost entirely antiretroviral drug prophylaxis. Now Devika will explain the next point.
Hello everyone, my name is Bharya Devika from second year BSc Nursing at Muniseva Ashram College of Nursing. Transmission, poor maternal nutrition. Malnutrition during pregnancy refers to low fetal storage of some nutrients which inquire immune functions and may make the young vulnerable to HIV. Explain the prevention of parents to child transmission program. Now Deepika will explain the next point.
Hello everyone, I am Deepika D. Rathod from SY BSc Nursing, Munishiva Ashram College of Nursing, Goraj. The next transmission is a mixed feeding, the breast milk along with the other foods, and the prevention is a transmission of HIV infected, so she can take medicine to reduce the likelihood of the passing to the virus to her infants.
The next is prolonged breastfeeding. Then the prevention of this transmission is educate and counsel pregnant and lactating women. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vasava Kalavati, student of second year BSc Nursing. Today I explain how to transmission of human immunodeficiency virus and its prevention from infected blood, mucous membrane and broken skin. Human immunodeficiency virus is transmitted by contaminated blood. Contamination of whole blood cell, platelets and human plasma. So, take a prevention ensuring safe blood. Any blood or blood product that someone might need a test for HIV. Thank you.
My name is Shivani Vai Parmar, student of second year BSc Nursing. Today I explain how to transmit HIV and its prevention from infected blood, mucous membrane and broken skin. So, exposure to blood, semen or genetically secretion during contact and receiving infected organs can allow transmission of HIV. So, take prevention. All blood should be screened for HIV-1 and HIV before transfusion. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Purva Bhatt, second year BSc Nursing student of Munishiva Ashram College of Nursing. Greetings of the day. Today we are going to talk about the transmission and prevention of having sexual intercourse with a HIV positive person. In transmission side, we are looking that having a single act of sexual intercourse with a HIV positive person leads the uninfected partner to cause the HIV positive and the symptoms of it. Here we can take precautions like using a condom and having a proper sexual orientation. Next point we will look that anal
intercourse and vaginal intercourse. Vaginal intercourse takes more infection than anal intercourse because it ruptures the receptive tissues of the partner. Here we can have a proper orientation about the having sexual intercourse with a partner from our family physician or a gynecologist. Other than that, pooling of semen can also cause the HIV to the uninfected partner. And the prevention about that is using condoms and getting tested before having a sexual intercourse and avoiding multiple sexual partners. Thank you, and the further information will be conveyed to you by my colleagues. Thank you.
You can get HIV if you have anal sex with someone who has HIV without any protection. Anal sex is the riskiest type of sex for getting or transmitting HIV. Thank you, all of you.
Hello everyone, my name is Drashti Boy, student of SYBSc Nursing in Munishiva Ashram College of Nursing. Today, 1st December, known as World AIDS Day, and my topic is consider HIV risk or not risk. So, first we will discuss about who have a maximum risk of HIV infection. So, first, blood. In the unlikely event, the person who is the HIV positive and donates blood product which are not tested, the person who receives the blood product is likely to develop an HIV infection too. Second, cerebrospinal fluid. Our nervous system plays an important role in a HIV infection. HIV can be detected in the brain and cerebrospinal fluid early in HIV disease. So, there are maximum chances to transmission of HIV infection. Third, vaginal secretion and semen. Genital secretion from men and women contain leukocyte, which can be present in high numbers during episodes of genital tract inflammation or infection. HIV infected cells have been detected in semen and cervicovaginal secretion from HIV infected men and women. Fourth, peritoneal fluid. Body and any body fluid visibly contaminated with blood should be considered as capable of transmitting of HIV. Fifth, breast milk. HIV is a virus that attacks our immune system and spread through certain body fluids, including breast milk. Mother-to-child transmission can occur during pregnancy, birth, or breastfeeding. Now, my colleague Vibha Parmar explain you about consider not risk. Thank you.
Now we are going to talk about consider which is not at a risk. First, kissing or hugging. HIV cannot spread by sharing glass of water or by casual kissing, hugging or shaking hands. Second, contact. If you are in a contact with HIV positive person, there is no risk of HIV infection because there are many families who live with and take care of positive person, including in a situation in which no one knew that the person is suffering from HIV infection. Third, insects. HIV cannot spread by insect or insect bite. Fourth, bathing or swimming. HIV can't survive in a water, so we can't get HIV from swimming pool, baths, shower areas and washing clothes. Fifth, common objects. HIV cannot spread by sharing food, toilet seat or bedding, and also not have a risk of HIV infection by eating food prepared by infected person. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Bhargavi Baria from 2nd year BSc Nursing studying in Munishiva Ashram College of Nursing. We are going to explain that how the socio-economic factors affect on HIV. Social mobility. Social mobility tends to increase the new HIV infections for the regions. Global economy. HIV/AIDS follows the routes of commerce and partners living apart are effect on the social mobility. Gender. Gender inequalities in some regions results in an even starker differences between the way HIV affects men and women. There is more risk of having HIV to women more than the men. Now, Jagruti will explain the next points.
Poverty. Poverty increases the risk of HIV/AIDS. when it propels the unemployed into unskilled migratory labor pool in search temporarily and seasonal work, which increase their risk of HIV/AIDS. Cultural factors such as the traditional beliefs and practices affect understanding of health and disease and acceptance of conventional medical treatment. Now, Bhargav will explain the next point.
Stigma and denial. Almost 8 in 10 adults with HIV report feeling internalized HIV-related stigma. It leads to depression, isolation, and feeling of shame. People who have HIV are ignored by the society, and because of this, their mental health and physical health would be disturbed. Drug use and alcohol consumption. People who inject drugs make up about 8% of estimated new HIV infections. By using or sharing needles to multiple individuals for injecting drugs can cause the new HIV infections. Alcohol consumption can weaken the immune system as well as leads to risky behaviors, which increases the chances of getting HIV or passing it to the others. Thank you.
My name is Krishna V. Patel, student of SYBSc Nursing, studying in Muni Seva Ashram, College of Nursing. On this AIDS Day, me and my colleagues going to explain you that how biological factors affecting HIV transmission. Host for HIV infects a cell. It first attaches to and fuses with the host cell. Then the viral RNA is converted into DNA and the virus uses the host cell machinery to replicate itself during a process called reverse transcription. The new copies of HIV then leave the host cell and move on to infect other cells. High viral load. The high viral load begins to increase in as little as 48 hours after discontinuing HIV medication. After 2 to 6 days, the viral load increases 25%. Between the 14 to 20 days, viral load continued to increase significantly. Recipient which receives the HIV virus, young age female, age and female fertility. Female fertility is affected by age. Female fertility increases and then decreases with advanced maternal age, causing an increased risk of female infertility. Women account for more than half the number of people living with HIV worldwide. Primary infection, prevention of primary infection. Healthy choices to reduce risk for disease. First, be a non-smoker. Avoid second-hand smoke. If you smoke, get help to quit. Second, be physically active every day. Third, eat healthy foods. Fourth, achieve a healthy weight. Fifth, control your blood pressure. Sixth, limit your intake of alcohol. Seventh, reduce your stress. Eighth, be screened or tested regularly. Now my friend Radhika will continue the next.
Now the recipient is poor health. The HIV affects a specific type of immune system cell in the body. It's known as CD4 cells and T cells. Now the prevention of poor health. To eat healthy foods, to avoid stress, to avoid smoking and alcohol, then physically actively every day and be healthy. Now the last point is advanced disease. The HIV pathogenesis has proved to be quite complex and dynamic with most of the critical events like a transmission and CD4 helper cell and T cells. Now the recipient is presence of STIs. The full name of STIs is sexually transmitted infection. Then how to transmit STI? Then while they having sex without condoms and having a sex with many persons is transmit to STIs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for carefully listening and watching this video.